a counter on this. Assume if my opponent has any removal, they're going to play it. Yeah, that's fine. I'll get the copy there. Beautiful. And that's how you do it. Hello everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. Today I'm going over a deck that I actually really like in Standard right now. It's a Mono White deck. What's really cool about this is it's also very budget friendly, being only 5 rares in the deck, period. And it's not even like the other video I had where it was optional budget. This is actually 4 rares with this card plus your companion. So let's get into some Mono White Magecraft. Starting off with the Magecraft based creatures, you have Clever Lumimancer, which is probably the most popular one here. So it's a 1 mana 0/1 with Magecraft. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Clever Lumimancer gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn, which can create some really explosive stuff with this deck. Same thing with the other card, Leonin Lightscribe, 1 mana, so it's a 1 white 2/2 with Magecraft. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, creatures you control get +1/+1 to the end of the turn, which really helps whenever you're going wider with the deck. Going into the other creatures I'm playing 3 Alseid of Life's Bounty, which gives you a little bit of protection and another creature. Plus it has lifelink, which is really good with all your pump spells. Faerie Guidemother plays a diverse role. It can be a instant or sorcery you cast. So for Gift of the Fae, 1 mana white, you get target creature gets +2/+1 and gains flying to the end of the turn. And then the creature side is a 1 mana 1/1 flyer, which is not bad either. Selfless Savior, just to give you a little bit of extra protection, playing 4 of these. This deck plays a lot of spells per turn, so of course playing Clarion Spirit just made a lot of sense. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white spirit token. Just make sure you're careful the turn you cast this spell so that you get the creature, the token as well. The instant and sorceries I'm playing are 4 Defiant Strike, best one you can play. 1 white to give target creature +1/+0 until the end of the turn and draw a card. Fight as 1 gives you a little bit of protection, plus there are a lot of situations where you actually can use both modes. Choose one or both. Target human gets +1/+1, gains indestructible until the end of the turn. And then the other half is target non-human you control gets +1 and gains indestructible until the end of the turn. Next card I'm playing. So some people are actually playing the Learn card, but I actually think Light of Hope actually has the biggest impact on the format right now. So is white, choose 1, you gain 4 life, destroy target enchantment, which there are a lot of enchantments to be destroying right now, and put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, which obviously buffs your creatures as well, which makes it a good card even if you don't need the first 2 modes. Show of Confidence, probably one of the better spells in this. You just got to have a lot of mana for it, so it's definitely a turn 3 or turn 4 card. Whenever you cast this spell, copy it for each other instant and sorcery you've cast this turn. You may choose new copies for the target. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains vigilance until the end of the turn. However, I will say this from playing the deck. Very rarely will you take advantage of the vigilance, though it is possible, especially if your opponent taps down, you can do it. But for the most part, you're going to be playing reactive, so you won't get to take advantage of the vigilance. However, with all the 1-drops that you're playing, especially if you're like doing it on a turn where you have a board built and you're just casting a bunch of the cards above here, you can get this card copied 2 or 3 times, and with a card like Leonin Lightscribe or Clever Lumimancer, this card becomes amazing. So with a deck like this, it's very aggressive at a low count. You're going to want to play a low land count, so I'm only playing 18 planes, but I do have some modal cards in here. Kabira Takedown, you do get a pretty diverse board, especially if you get Clarion Spirit in play. This can kill pretty much anything. So it's enters the battlefield tapped if you play it as a land. But Kabira Takedown deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker, which is key. And playing Sejiri Shelter just as another option, same thing as far as the land side goes. For 2 mana, target creature you control gains protection from a color of your choice until the end of the turn. So it gives you a little bit of protection against some kind of targeted removal, and you can also use it to pierce through the last bit of the damage. And of course, our creature base is all 2 or less, so playing Lurrus is just free, and Lurrus gives you a little bit of long game. With that, let's jump into some games. Max Toupee. Or Mox Toupee. Okay, let's see. I mean, this hand has Show of Confidence. Just need to draw like a Lightscribe or something. Of course, got to give our opponent a hello. Let's do it the proper way. So this hand could use some help. Ooh, some counters. I like this. Alright, I wonder if they're playing a removal spell. I hope they're not, but I think it's worth it just to get this Clarion Spirit into play. Oh, they're gonna fight it, aren't they? Well, hopefully it's a fight card that doesn't add a +1/+1 counter or something. I'm trying to think of what they could play. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so definitely going clever here. I think I need... Okay, obviously my opponent's not blocking. I think this is fine. Let's put a counter on it, and then I can get my token. And then next turn I can go Show of Confidence. This fight as one could really come in handy here. Hopefully my opponent tries to play some kind of removal or fight spell. If they did it on Lumimancer, that would be great. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so opponent's definitely not going to be doing anything this turn. If anything, they attack with this, but if they attack with that, that's fine. I'm okay with that. This is the one whenever it's... Okay. Alright. So I can swing with the flyers, basically. Okay. +1 counters on this. And Show of Confidence, probably. No, I want to hold up the fight as one. And I'll go ahead and put this into play tapped so I have more mana for next turn. I don't feel like it's going to come up. I'm pretty much just winning with the flyers and card advantage I can generate with Clarion Spirit. I'll probably attack with Clever Lumimancer next turn. I probably should have attacked with it that turn, but I'm getting this card mixed up with the one that's whenever it takes damage, you put +1/+1 counters on it, so that's definitely on me. Okay, now they have a blocker for my flyers, but it's not actually good. It's a card they're going to want to keep in play. Okay. Huh. Alright, so there's nothing I can do about this. Okay. So can I block and kill this? It would be 5/5. No. That's not worth it. Okay, so any one. I mean, that at least keeps me on curve. Okay, so I'll at least get that. I think I want to swing with Clarion Spirit too. It's fine. This is non-human, this would be the human. And if my opponent does no blocks, then I really get to explode on them. Okay, so they're doing double blocks here. Let's go. Alright, target human, target non-human. Alright, question is, do I want to kill both of these creatures with Show of Confidence, or do I want to put the most damage into play? I mean, I'm already going to get rid of the Conclave Mentor, which is the main thing, so that's fine. Let's put the copies on. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. I probably actually could have. That's alright. I did the major goal of the turn. They are going to gain some life with that. I've got 2 blockers. They're not really likely to put lethal into play, so I think I'm good here. There's another mentor. They can now tap the Dean. Yeah, this should be pretty safe. Do have to get through my damage somehow, so I really need to draw some kind of instant or sorcery. A Defiant Strike would be really good. I do have the Selfless Savior as backup. I think the best play for my opponent is to not swing so that they have safer positions. If they swing with the flyer, that's really good for me. I mean, this doesn't even come close to lethal. Yep, sure. None of this has reach, right? Yeah. Okay. None of this has lifelink. Yep. Okay. Okay, I actually don't want the mentor to die. So let's put a counter on this. Sacrifice, protect this, and that's game. Perfect. Alright, more Mono White Prowess. That's a lot of doggies. Don't think this is good enough. I mean, it's close. If I draw any Magecraft card, this is really good. I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't think this is a keep, but I just want to see what it looks like. I'm I'm certainly protected against board wipes, that's for sure. And anything where I'm doing a lot of combat. Alright, so I think I just want to play the 1 and I want to get this Shelter into play. So that I have 3 mana next turn. I don't think there's anything my opponent's going to play on 4 mana that I'm too worried about. Old Growth Troll, yeah, that's fine. That plus some cards could be threatening, but the card itself is fine. I think I'm just going to go ahead and add Lurrus to my hand and just pass so I have the Lurrus. I'm not concerned about my opponent exiling Lurrus, so I'm protected with my Selfless Saviors. Huh. Okay, so you're giving me the chance to free block this, basically. Yeah. I guess yeah, if I'd been thinking, I would have. Well, no, this has trample. I mean, it would have saved me 1 damage, which is good, but it's not the end of the world that I didn't block there. Alright, so this is going to be a lot of damage this turn, but then I can start attacking with Lurrus the rest of the way, which is really good. So I'm going to take a lot of damage here, but then Lurrus can help me gain some of it back. And I can use these Light of Hopes as the best way to do it. There we go. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Alright. So that's a little bit of my life gain. And I think I'm gonna do another one. And then hopefully start counteracting these old growth trolls. And Selfless Savior should protect me from anything my opponent would do as far as like fighting type cards go. Yeah, see, they're not even swinging this turn. And I can basically free swing with Lurrus. They'll lose 1 troll and I can just get my Selfless Savior back. So I'm pretty sure I'm just in a good spot. Unless they somehow get rid of Indestructible. It's the advantage of a card like Lurrus. So they could instant speed a fight spell and force me to use my other Selfless Savior. Okay, they did not do that. And that gets rid of 1 old growth troll, which is why I had 0 concerns about this. Yeah, they're just going to make a replacement token. My life total's getting a bit out of hand for them. If I get a show of confidence, I think that's really going to end the game. A Lightscribe would also do the same. I actually feel for the most part any of my 2 mana spells would pretty much be the end of the game. I'm just going to take it. I could block, but it's not really doing anything. Anything my opponent's doing where they're attacking is actually helping me. So I'll probably go with Fight is one if they block both, and Hope if they... Let's see. Okay, so this is the blocks. So I think Fight is one is what I want to play here. Okay, target human, non-human. Okay. So I don't actually kill the old growth troll here, unfortunately. But I want to save this Light of Hope. I could get rid of the old growth troll, but I want to save the... Light of Hope if I draw another spell. Should start attacking with these Selfless Saviors, especially if I'm not blocking. So this will make something a 7/7, that's really good. As long as nothing has Vigilance, I'm in really good shape. Yeah, swing with your 7, that's fine. Okay, this next turn's mode's gonna be really good, so I need to draw something here. Perfect. Okay. Gonna play this, swing out with the team. I'm gonna get a second spell regardless. But most likely it's just gonna be a Selfless Savior. I could actually destroy this. Yeah, that's what I want to do actually. Okay, so yeah, what I'm going to do is use this Light of Hope to destroy the first Arrowian games. Told you these modes would actually come into play. Oh, that's a good play. Was not prepared for that. Like, I still think I'm fine against it, but I was definitely not prepared for heroic intervention there. I've still got 3 blockers. Not that it matters, these have trample. Okay. Got it. Alright. Come on, give me a Lightscribe. I want to do it just once. There we go. Ooh, this is perfect. Both Magecrafts. Don't be too interactive, opponent. Alright. I mean, it's just a mountain, so... this is gonna be shock. I just know it. Should have played Guidemother. Let's see. Alright, so I definitely shouldn't play Lightscribe. I should wait till I can protect it. Need to figure out what my opponent's playing so that I can figure out the better ways to protect my creatures. Okay, so definitely playing Lightscribe here. And I'll be able to go off, not next turn, but the turn after. Nope. Do you have another removal spell? Let's try again, opponent. At worst, I'm gonna go for a Lurrus plan later. That's assuming my opponent just plays mono removal for a while, and Lurrus can Okay. So you're taking all my fight as ones away from me. Alright. Pretty much means I need a dog in order to win this. Or in order to keep my opponent from just playing removal spells and taking me out of the game. Yep. Okay. Alright, that's fine. And I'll give my opponent something they have to get rid of. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna... Whoa. Okay, so it looks like my opponent doesn't have removal here, so... I think I'm all in on this. Had to be this game where I don't... Yeah, let's do it. Hope for the best. Nope. Alright. Opponent's down a low life total at least. But... I didn't draw anything to... Okay. That would have been really good. What am I playing here? Okay. Let's put a counter on this. Assume if my opponent has any removal, they're gonna play it. Yeah, that's fine. I'll get the copy there. Beautiful. And that's how you do it.